Hey everybody, one of our viewers, Jana, posted on Facebook, who watches our Facebook Live in the morning, said, hey Jenny, can you teach me how to do that, how you did your eyes this morning? Apparently she's going to a party and wanted some help with it, and I told her if I get time after my shift, after I'm off, I would give her a little tutorial. So I took the makeup off of this eye. You can see there's none there, and then this is sort of like the finished product eye, and this eye has been on since, what time did I do my makeup? It's been on for like almost 8 hours actually. So I'm gonna go through the steps. I don't endorse any of the products or anything. This is just what I happen to have. And hopefully, Jana, it will help you as you get ready to go on your party day. So first thing I put on is a concealer, and I've got the mirror in front of me. So I'm just kind of doing this so you can kind of see on this side. And I do most of the concealer, or the only place that I usually put the concealer on is under my eyes, and then sometimes I'll put a little bit over the top of my eyes too, but that just helps it to look not quite as dark, because I always have some big circles. So I go there, and then I also dab it right around the front. And the funny thing is, my heart went out to you, Jana, because my mom was just in town. She doesn't do makeup very often either, and she was saying, I wish somebody would just kind of show me how this works so that I can know. Of course, I am not a makeup artist, I'm a news anchor, but I have learned from a lot of different makeup artists and have experienced over the last 12 or so years on camera. So I do that. If you put the eye makeup on too soon after the concealer, then sometimes it's not ideal. So sometimes I'll move to something else and let the concealer kind of set. But for Jana's sake, to show you this before you go to your party, and maybe you have these colors, this is just sort of, it's like a little bit of a shimmer. I think too much shimmer can be too much for me and my age range. I don't know how old you are, but it has a little bit of shimmer. It's almost like this one's called Delicious by Color Basis, but any color would work. So it's like around your own skin color. It's kind of what you're looking for, because this one should be kind of natural. It just sort of sets and makes it so that it's not tacky anymore where you put the concealer. So I put that all the way from the brow all the way down to the lash line. The next thing I do is get a brown color. It's a pretty deep brown for this particular look. I use both of these depending on which one I pick up from time to time. One's from MAC, one's from Color Basis. Again, any brown would work, and I think that a lot of stuff from drugstores work too. So hopefully you just have one like that at home. It's a pretty standard brown. And this type of eye, I've done this on friends. I like to help my friends with their makeup and stuff too. So that color, as you saw, just went from here to here, right below the crease. And the brush that I'm using for both of these is a flat eyeshadow brush, and I think this is, I can't even tell what brand this was. It's number 3 from that Sonia brand. I don't even know. Flat here, wide here, so you can see I've loaded up the dark brown on that side, and then that light color on the inside. So those are the first 2 steps. Final step is with, it's almost like a purple color. This one's by Ulta, called Havana Nights, and it's almost it's a deep purple, but you can see the finished eye. It doesn't look crazy purple, or like it's too much. So this is the biggest trick that I have learned, is just that sweeping. So it's a little bit of a point on that brush, and you can see the size of brush that I got. It's just like size of my the end of my nail. So I usually will do this a couple times. Dip that top part in there like this, and then it's like a windshield wiper across, and I go all the way from here and over with this particular thing. And this is honestly the kind of eye that I do pretty much every day when I'm on the air. Next thing here is black eyeliner, and I use the blackest of black. This would work with a light brown or a dark brown too. And I start at the edge, and I just kind of feather my way in from here. I use a bunch of different eyeliners. Again, no endorsements of any particular products. This one I actually got as a sample. It's Marc Jacobs. at one of the makeup stores, I think for my birthday or something like that. So I do that all the way across. I do it from edge to edge. And then I start down here. And this is just sort of my standard on-air look. Start down here, kind of work my way over. And then I also, like I said, I use my fingers a lot. I kind of touch up right there. And sometimes I'll use a smudging tool or a Q-tip or something to dab that up. Now, this part is like my favorite part of the eye process. You can use a shadow for this. Any sort of pretty light color. It's almost kind of 70s looking, but I have this in a stick form by IT Cosmetics. It's the Pearl Illuminator, and I just go like this up underneath the brow to kind of get that lifted look. As some of you know, I never sleep. I work the early morning shift, so I just think that that gives a nice lifted look. Sometimes I'll go in there a few times. So anyway, Jana, that's how, now you can kind of see they both look the same, and even while talking through it, it only took 6 minutes. So without talking through it and without talking to all of you, it would have taken maybe 3 minutes. So I hope that helps you. Like I said, you asked a question. I thought, you know what, I actually have time to show you that today. So hopefully that will help you kind of try your own makeup. I know you're gonna look awesome today regardless at your party, and anybody else who may or may not be watching along, well, it was good to spend time with you too. Bye bye.